with Dimitris Manikis, the president of Wyndham. Thank you very much for being here. How are you, Dimitris?
I'm very well, Cristina. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
It's wonderful to have you. Tell us a little bit about Wyndham. What's happening at the moment? What growth opportunities you're seeing?
Yeah, it's exciting times. And you know, we've been here at the AHC conference in Manchester, which, as I told you earlier, it's amazing to see more people on day 2 than people on day 1, which is absolutely fantastic. Nobody's left. Everybody's back. Wyndham is an interesting time for Wyndham. As I was telling some of the guys this morning, we just 10 days ago we acquired a 23rd brand here in Europe, Vienna House, which is going to be renamed as Vienna House by Wyndham. So this is an exciting time for us. We bought a brand that it actually sits in a very niche market, kind of in the upper scale lifestyle segment, which is something that we really wanted to grow here in EMEA. It's a brand that resonates a lot with some great consumers in Central Europe, and this is a brand that we're planning to grow outside of the usual Central European countries. We're going to take it all across EMEA, and why not globally? And what is important to us, I mean, that acquisition is not just about adding our 23rd brand. It's about the way we feel about the growth of the hospitality industry in Europe. It's a vote of confidence to the team, it's a vote of confidence for the industry, and it's a vote of confidence for the future of hospitality in Europe. So all in all, it's exciting times for Wyndham, and it's the right time to be here.
It all sounds extremely promising for the hospitality industry.
Yeah. Look, there is many reasons. There is many reasons for us to work, right? I think the hospitality industry the last 2.5, 3 years has been through things that we never even anticipated. We've never seen anything like it. But we have survived. We are back. There was pent-up demand. Everybody, you see what is going on. Everything is fully booked, and people are eager to travel again. And yes, I can understand. There's inflation. There's energy crisis. But there is one thing that hospitality, and this was evident the last couple of days, we've been talking to so many people here. There's one thing that is evident. We are an industry that likes to think about half full instead of half empty. And hospitality is the industry of optimism, of encouragement, of resilience. And we're an industry that has been around for thousands of years, and it will survive in the years to come. So exciting times to be right in the center of having to address the challenges, but actually find solutions for the future as well.
That's a very promising message, Dimitris.
Yeah, look, you gotta be positive, right? You gotta be positive.
Absolutely. What would you say? What are some of the challenges that you're hoping to address this year, and what sort of technology is important to you?
Technology. As I said, challenges. Everybody talks about the usual things, right? The labor shortages. Everybody talks about energy. Everybody talks about inflation. Have we seen some of those before? Yes, we have. Probably the labor shortage is the one that it's more challenging for us, especially in various markets. If you go to the Middle East, for example, in the Gulf, people don't talk about labor shortages because they are sitting next to a population of 1.2 billion people, so there are a lot of resources that they can use. On the other side, here in Europe, everybody talks about labor shortages because that's the number one problem. Technology can actually help. It can actually help us automate, but it won't help us make bets. It won't help us, that smile every morning in that restaurant when you go for your breakfast or when you check in. Yes, there will be contactless check-ins, but the human element is important. So our number one objective, not just as Wyndham, I think as an industry, is bring those people back who left us and make sure that those people stay and they provide what it is hospitality's number one focus, service.
Absolutely. And would you say your revenue strategy has changed considerably over the past year?
Yes. I mean, I don't think there is any strategy that hasn't changed. The last 2.5 years, we learned how to be agile. We learn how to adapt almost daily. And our revenue management, our commercial strategy, there were segments of the market that we had to let go and focus in others. But the promising thing, and again, the positive thing is that, for example, look at business travel. A lot of people spoke about business travel, or business travel is not going to happen. Actually, the numbers, they don't speak against that. You have people traveling, business people traveling. It's just a different way. They do it in a different way. They can stay for a couple of days and enjoy the local, the local destination. People don't go to the office that often, but they do get together as teams, and they go to a hotel to have a fun evening out or do a team meeting. So I think we need to adapt, read the signs of what is happening in the industry, and adapt our commercial and revenue strategy to address those changes.
Big time, big time. And we've heard about the conundrum of sustainability in all these various sessions here today at AHC. We know how paramount it is, both for consumers who really have a preference to make their stay a lot more sustainable, but also for the owners and operators of hotels. What sort of initiatives are you addressing in terms of sustainability?
Sustainability is not new for us, right? Wyndham, although we're a franchise model, for us it's all about education. So we've been trying to educate our thousands of franchisee owners around the world why sustainability is important, why they need to care more about what we're going to leave our kids the next day. And talking about kids, I think there's one lesson that I've learned recently from one of our franchise partners in India, and he's doing a major renovation. He's using green energy, and he's implementing technology for food waste. And I said, why do you do it now? Why now? You went through the pandemic. You have a challenge with cash flow. Why are you making this huge investment? And he said, I don't do it for you, and I don't do it for me. I'm doing it for my kids. And I'm like, what exactly do you mean? He said, in our dinner table, my kids are asking me, my teenage kids are asking me, Dad, you're a business owner, what are you doing to leave us and leave us a better place to live? What are you doing to be more sustainable, and what are you doing to address some of the challenges that your industry, the hospitality industry, is actually creating every day? And we can talk about, as I said, energy, food waste, and so forth, water consumption. That was an eye-opener for me. You know what? You don't do it because you have to. You do it because it's good for your own kids. And that's what he told me. And I think that was a great message. And it's a great message for all of us. Sustainability is not just a word, it's not a strategy, it's not a policy. It's a must, because we need to leave this world in a better place tomorrow. That's what it's all about.
Such an important message. Thank you very much. Dimitris, why would you say Hospitality Marketplace is an event to be watched by our hotel sector?
Because you guys bring together some interesting people. You bring some interesting ideas. You bring people that they're going to talk about technology. You bring people, the more technology, the more we become, we communicate in so many different ways, right? But at the same time, we become more lonely. Although we communicate more, we're actually becoming lonelier and lonelier. So using platforms that bring people together to have a dialogue and a debate, I think it's a fantastic opportunity. I look at my phone, I've got 5 apps that I communicate with the world, and I'm more lonely today than I've ever been. My kids communicate with me on WhatsApp. They don't talk to me anymore. And although I do communicate more, I'm actually more lonely. And if you have platforms and ways to bring people together, to me, that's a success.
Thank you very much, Dimitris.
Thank you.